welcome. I am a manifestation mentor, energy alchemist, spiritual oracle. But I wanted to make a video talking about how to manifest from wholeness and understanding that manifestation is not a verb. And I got so many downloads, so I'm definitely going to share them all. But we're not manifest. I want to make sure y'all can hear me because my mic is blinking. But we're not going to be talking about how to manifest as the no need for manifestation. And when I say manifestation, it's because I'm talking about which implies action. But before I keep going, I want to make sure y'all can hear me. So if y'all can hear me, I just turn this mic off altogether because it's kind of annoying me. Yeah, let's just turn this off. Hey, I'm turning my mic off. I want to make sure y'all can hear me though. Hold on. Okay. Lisa, can you hear me? Yes. Yes, thumbs up. But anyway, as I was saying, we're going to be talking about how to manifest from wholeness and completeness. Okay, perfect. We're going to be talking about how to manifest from wholeness and completeness. This isn't going to be a how to manifest video. It's more so we're releasing the need to manifest. As I have been, y'all know that I've been getting the download about, hey goddess, I've been getting a download about being whole and complete in nirvana. And I've been getting these downloads all day. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go live and just talk about it. And I have so many notes. So hopefully it don't take all day. And I'm not here to give you anything. I'm not here to say that you need this. Really, I'm just here to be a reflection of you. I'm here to just be a reflection of what you already know. And I actually released a God State Activation workbook. I was going to release it next month, but then when I was getting all these downloads today, I just went ahead and just did a soft launch. So you can always check out my stand store if you want that. And really, when you realize that you're already whole and complete, not as a mental knowing, but as a knowing within your body, everything will click. You would see how irrelevant manifesting. And again, when I say manifesting, I'm talking about manifesting as a verb. Like when we manifest, we tend to do it from a lack, do it from a need. And I want us to think of manifesting as something that is natural, because I don't like the fact that we now see manifestation as work. Like we don't want it to be work. We are already whole and complete. There's nothing to work for. Literally nothing to work for. When you're sitting in your wholeness, sitting in your stillness, I feel like this is that understanding. It took me like a year, maybe 2 years to understand the Bible verse when it says, be still and know that I am God. And it wasn't necessarily talking about just stillness, like sitting still, as in stillness in who you are, stillness in the knowing that you are already whole and complete. So it's like, be still, be present, be in the knowing that you're already whole and complete as God, and everything else is just going to unfold naturally. So let me see. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Even when this is something, because the energy shifts so much to where feeling whole and complete that the 3D gets no reaction out of me. I feel like there is now in the point I realize that certain things would happen and I would feel like I would go through a purge in the past, but now I don't do that. I even found myself trying to force a purge because of life, whatever was life in 3D. I said, I feel like I should be reacting to this, but I wasn't. And it's because I realized that the shift within me is because I'm already whole and complete. And in that knowing at my core, there is nothing to react to. The 3D cannot get a reaction out of me because I'm whole and complete, because I know that I'm God, because I know that everything is working for my highest good, no matter how it looks, no matter the circumstances. None of that matters because I'm whole and complete. And when you get into this state, the 3D is not going to matter. Your manifestations is not going to matter because you're whole and complete. So you know that it's inevitable. When you truly accept that you're wholly complete, you understand that your manifestations are inevitable. Therefore, it's not a verb. We're not going to look at manifesting as a verb, as an action, because you're wholly complete. So it's a natural part of the process. And that was really the download that came to me, was like, it's a natural part of the process as wholeness, as completeness. If you accept that the kingdom of heaven is within you, if we just take it back there, if you understand that the kingdom of heaven is within you, we know that heaven is perfection. And if perfection dwells in you, you have to be whole and complete. It's like 1 + 1 is 2. Like, if the kingdom of heaven is perfection and the kingdom of heaven dwells within me, that means I am perfection and I'm whole and complete. And everything else is noise. Everything else is a distraction. Let me see what else I had. Let's see, we already talked about that. Yeah, I feel like we talked about manifesting. Oh, that's what I want to know. That you are an eternal being. That was one of the biggest things I had came to today. I feel like we rush through life when it comes to manifesting. We want it now, we want it here, we want it that. But the download I got was we're eternal beings. We are literally eternal beings. What is the rush? This is why when I manifest from play, because it's like, what is the rush? We are eternal, we are infinite, we are ever expanding. And in that expansion, your manifestations are going to be inevitable. Like, you cannot avoid it. There is no way around it. But what is the rush? And when I say whole and complete, this is one thing. So when we're whole and complete, but we are also infinite beings, which means we are ever expanding. We always want to expand, but in that expansion, we're going from glory to glory. So we're going from one glorified manifestation to the next one, but you're doing this from completeness. I hope that makes sense. Like, you accept that you're whole and complete. And it's funny because I got all of these Bible verses. Of course, we're using them from a metaphysical sense, but we're already whole and complete. The kingdom of heaven dwells within us. Heaven is perfection. So that means I'm perfection. I am whole and complete, and I'm going from glory to glory. So when circumstances are going, hey, Toya, so when circumstances are going in the 3D, you understand that it's from glory to glory because I'm an eternal, infinite being. I'm whole and complete. It has to manifest. I think this is the biggest revelation for me, was there is no rush. You are infinite. Everything that's going to present to you is going to be in the now. And when you accept that you're whole and complete, you accept that you're perfection, you accept that your manifestations are a natural part of your expansion, instead of looking at it as an action that needs to be taken, instead of looking at it as a verb, I'm spitting, instead of just accepting that it's inevitable and it's a part of your expansion. I don't know. I really want y'all to sit in that. Like, if you truly just sit in that, if you take nothing else from the video, but take the fact that you're already whole and complete. The kingdom of heaven dwells within you. So if the kingdom of heaven dwells within me, that means heaven is perfection. So I am perfection. So there's no way that I cannot go from glory to glory as perfection. I'm getting high, y'all, so I'm going to start the car. So there's no way I can go from glory to glory as perfection. And I am infinite. So all of these manifestations, all of these desires is going to manifest. It is inevitable. And if I'm infinite, what is the rush? Like, truly enjoy the unfolding. As you are enjoying the unfolding, understanding that you're going from glory to glory. I feel like we come from such a microwave reality now where we just want things instant, but we're missing the glory in everything. We're missing like the umph. And I think that's where I am at now, where I just what? I think that's where I'm at now, where I'm just enjoying it because I don't want microwave. I realize I'm not going to say instant, because I do like instant things. I just don't want anything quick. Like, if it's I'd rather have something cooked in the oven than made in the microwave. I hope that makes sense. So if it takes a little longer to cook something in the oven versus putting it in the microwave for 30 seconds, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with waiting because I know it's going to happen now, and I know it's going to be perfect. I know it's going to be cooked the way that I want it to be cooked. It's going to be prepared the way that I want it to be prepared. It's going to be prepared to perfection versus just getting it in 30 seconds. So that's just kind of how I was looking at it. I was like, and it's going to happen now anyway. I was like, even if it took longer in the oven, it's still going to happen right now. Like, I am infinite. I'm an infinite supreme being. I am not going anywhere. So what is the rush? I just feel like we do that so much. Like, we just want to rush through everything. It's like, what is the rush? We're not going anywhere. Enjoy it. Enjoy the unfolding. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah. I feel like we kind of already talked about the need energy, but we can just circle back on that because I feel like we tend to not view manifesting that way. Like when we're manifesting, we're not understanding that manifesting is coming from lack. Like I'm manifesting love, money, because I feel like I don't have it. If you're coming from wholeness and completeness, you know that you already have it. And the 3D is going to respond to who you're being right now. So if you're understanding that you already have these things right now, you're going to get more of these things right now. But if you're manifesting, using it as a verb, not accepting that this is inevitable, not accepting that it's a natural part of the process, then you're going to get more of I need, like release the energy of need. If nothing else that you do for 2026, we have 12 more months if we're looking at time. Release the energy of need. Once you truly release the energy of need, you accepting that you're already whole and complete is the natural next step, because the opposite of need is already wholeness. So once you truly release the energy of need, if nothing else changed my life, I would say releasing the energy of need and enjoying the unfolding of everything is truly what changed my life, because I know that I'm an infinite being. And I'm like, there's nowhere to go. Like the only thing that's going to keep happening is me expanding. So if I keep expanding, my manifestations are inevitable. Like anything that I desire, because I'm ever expanding it, even if you want to look at time, it means there's infinite realities, and more than likely you're ever expanding, you're infinite, you're going to experience one of these infinite realities. So you get to choose, like, I'm going to experience the one that my desires on, but I understand this from my wholeness. I understand this from my completeness, and I'm just enjoying the unfolding of it all. That's really what it is, having your desire, knowing what you want the end to be, but coming from it from wholeness and completeness. Not that, oh, if I don't have this thing, that's the thing, detached. If I don't get this thing, it's the end of the world. It's like, it's really not. It's not going to be the end of the world. And that alone, truly, that alone, detaching from your desires, let me see how to explain it. So once you detach from your desires, you're releasing the energy of need, and releasing the energy of need is how you're attracting your desires to you. It's so funny because it sounds backwards and opposite. It's like, so if I have a desire, but then I don't have a desire, so I get my desire, it's like, yes, because you're now telling the universe that you already have it. You're already whole and complete. So there's nothing to need. Like, I don't need this. Like, I have this desire, but I don't need it. Like, I don't care which way it goes. Like, I'm going to keep living my life. And the universe is like, this person doesn't need it. So right now, in this present moment, they're in the energy of whole and completeness. So let me match what energy they're in this very moment, and give them more things to feel whole and complete about. So I hope that makes sense. And this is really, I feel like for me, tapping into my God consciousness was really accepting that I'm whole and complete. And it's funny because I felt like this was something that I tapped into last year, but not to this extent. I feel like when you're meditating or when you're really tapped in, like God gives you little breadcrumbs, again, because you're infinite anyway. So it's like, what's the rush? Well, I'm going to give you this 4-course dinner when, like, you're not going anywhere. So really, when he gave me this download, literally was giving it to me all day. Let me make sure I don't forget anything. Literally was giving it to me all day. It was like, stop rushing through life. Like, I need you to really accept that you're whole and complete. And I want, if no one else, if you take nothing else from this video, just try it. I want you to practice for one day, 24 hours, that accept that you're whole and complete. Sorry, I have hair going in my mouth. Accept that you're just whole and complete. Accept your wholeness, accept your completeness, accept that you are already God, living here, expressed in human form. I just want you to try that for 24 hours. And the best way to do that is be grateful. Be grateful for every single experience, whether you see it as a challenge, whatever. Be grateful for it. When I'm being grateful for an experience that's challenging, I just say, I'm thankful that I'm even in the position to have this experience, because there could have been a time where I'm not in the position to have this experience. So I'm just grateful and thankful that I'm already in this position to have this experience. Even when I think about bills, I'm like, I'm so grateful that I'm in the position to have bills. I remember when I wasn't. So I'm so grateful for that. So I just put everything in gratitude. And that energy of gratitude is really how you're going to tap into your wholeness and your completeness. And again, if you're just joining, I was going to do a what is it? I released a workbook. It's the God State Activation Workbook. I was going to release it next month as I'm now transitioning to my next chapter. I'm moving next week, but God told me to release it today, so I'm doing a soft launch, not really announcing it, but it's on my stand store. But it's really how to tap into God consciousness, and it's a 7-step process. And again, I want y'all to take what resonates. If you feel called, do it. If you don't, it doesn't matter either way. I think that's the biggest thing I learned, like in this nirvana energy, in the wholeness and completeness, is like, I want everyone to feel this, but I also accept who resonates with me and who doesn't. Like, I'm perfectly okay with that, because you're not going to be for everyone. That is one of the biggest things that I tell people. Take what resonates and leave the rest, because you can listen to creators. I listen to tons of creators, but not everything they say that resonates with me. And I just denounce it, like, okay, this doesn't resonate with me, but I'm going to take this part. Like, we're all connected in some way. And I'm just here. That's the biggest thing. Like, I'm just here as a reflection. Like, I love coaching clients, but I really just, when I'm coaching, I teach that I'm just a reflection of your power. This is something that you already know. You already know deep down within you. You already know. And I'm just a reflection of that. I'm just a reflection of the love. I'm just a reflection of your God self. Sometimes we just need reminders. And when you need a reminder, that is when I pop up, because you're creating this. This is your reality. You are the main character, and all the NPCs, you're everything. So I really want y'all to accept your whole and completeness and accept your power. Understand, count it all joy. Move from glory to glory. I feel like the Bible, if you study it from a metaphysical sense, is literally an instruction guide. And it's an instruction guide to your wholeness and your completeness. It's truly telling you everything that you need to know. Truly understanding that the kingdom of heaven is within you. And when I look at that verse alone, I was like, the kingdom of heaven, if we think of what heaven is the most perfect place. And if the most perfect place dwells within me, that must mean I am perfection. And for me to be perfection, that means I have to be whole. I have to be complete. And if you dwell in that energy, you really dwell in it, you will be so grateful for everything. You will truly understand what it means to count everything as joy, because heaven is perfection. And nothing can stop what is for you. I know y'all have heard that before. Nothing can stop what is for you. I don't care if you kick, scream, cry, whatever. It cannot stop what is for you. Your manifestations are inevitable, especially when you know yourself as wholeness and completeness. That is one thing I also want to know. I don't think I said that. Even if you don't know yourself as wholeness and completeness, your manifestations are still inevitable. But if you know yourself as wholeness and completeness, you get to collapse time and experience it in the now, because in this now moment, you're understanding that you're whole. So you're telling the 3D, I am whole. So I am now collapsing time to deliver things to me that are more whole. But when you're in this state of anxiety or whatever, you're still going to get your manifestations. We can't avoid it, but you're going to experience that resistance, and you're going to experience delay, because you're coming from a different state. And again, the 3D is responding to who you're being, and you have nothing to lose by just trying it. That is the biggest thing. You have absolutely nothing to lose by just practicing. Practice. Again, take what I say with a grain of salt, but I can only speak from my experience. And from my experience, living in wholeness and completeness has removed the energy of need. I mean, truly, like, I feel like when people ask me, how do I live my life if I don't want anything? I said, because I just let things unfold. Like, my God self knows what I desire, and I just go through my day and allow things to unfold. And it's usually much more magical than I was expecting. And it's usually completely different. I can have a plan for my whole day, and it goes a completely different way to match who I am being. And if I am whole and complete, that is what I'm going to get, and I'm just going to allow it to unfold, and I'm counting it all in joy. For me, I always go from glory to glory. That's my biggest thing I love to say when I wake up in the morning. Today I'm going from glory to glory, and I allow God to deliver what glory to glory means for me. Okay. Let me see if y'all had any questions. And if y'all don't, I'm gonna go. Yes, be good with or without it. It doesn't matter. I promise you, y'all, if y'all detach from y'all desires, I feel like it sounds so counterintuitive to detach from your desires, but if you detach from your desires, they manifest so much faster. And excuse me, I don't hate anything, but it sucks that it goes that way, because it's like we want these things, and sometimes we're like, oh, if I don't think about it, does that mean I don't want it? Does that mean I'm telling the universe that I don't want it? Like, no. God self still knows what you desire, but your God self also knows that you're now detached from it, so there's no resistance. That's truly how detachment works. It removes the resistance, it removes the control, so you're now allowing the 3D to allow these manifestations to unfold in the most easiest way possible. Do not think, because your human brain is so limited. Oh my God, thank you. Your human brain is so limited. So do not think how you can manifest, like, oh, I have to get a job to get, if I want this new car, this new apartment, I have to get a job. It's like, you don't know that. You truly don't know that. And when people, and I know if someone's like on the level of understanding conscious creation, if I know that's not there, I just say, okay, if that's what you believe. Like, I don't discount people's journey. Like, everyone's on their own journey, and that is one thing that I believe everyone's going to get here at some point, maybe this lifetime, maybe the next, who knows, but I'm not discounting their journey. So I'm just like, okay, if that's what you believe. But in my reality, I know what I want, and I get whatever I want. Like, there's not been a time in my life where I have not had the experience that I wanted to have. And I know I'm big on that. Be a collector of experiences. And as you're collecting experiences, count it all as joy. Every single thing, count it as joy. And in order to count it as joy, you have to be grateful. Even if the circumstances look unfavorable, there is still something to be grateful for. And that energy will attract more things to be grateful for. Oh, Lisa, age is... Lisa, I don't even want you to talk about being insecure about your age, because age is a state of mind. This is why I was talking about nirvana being the fountain of youth, because once you are childlike, I promise you, you start aging backwards. I feel like now people question my age in my late 30s than when I was in my 20s. Like, people think I'm so much younger now than when I was actually younger. And it's because I feel like I'm in nirvana now. I'm in the fountain of youth. I'm living in joy. I'm living in play. Those are going to be the best frequencies, and accepting that age is a number. There's no way age can exist if you're eternal. That's your age. You're eternal. That's the age I like to tell people, like, I'm eternal. That's my age. Like, it don't matter. Like, I'm not going anywhere. But playing, being joyful, if you want to do an appearance change manifestation, I'm going to say play, especially if it wants to come to age or looks. Play all day long, and I promise you're going to start looking younger. Like, because it's a frequency. Again, like, duh, it is delusion. We're all delusional here. Are you new to the party traveling? But it is a frequency. Like, it truly is a frequency, and the frequency of play ages you backwards, because it's childlike. We all know kids play all day. So tap into the frequency of kids. Play all day. Laugh, smile. Whatever you would do as a child, or whatever you can think that children do that. When I say I play all day, I promise you, like, I am laughing all day. I can be at work. Let me tell you what happened. I was at work, and I was talking to my manager, and she's like asking me, like, how's it? I said, oh, it's fun. And she's like, you think work is fun? I'm like, yes, everything is fun to me. How else would I view this? Like, everything is fun to me. So play all day. Make everything fun. You don't even have to believe that it's fun, but if you put your mind on it's fun, we all know if you persist, it's going to be your reality. Eventually, it will be fun. And I also think I have an appearance change video on my page somewhere. Yay, Toya, I'm glad you said that energy of gratitude. Okay, y'all. But I'm about to go play all day with my daughter, so I'm going to head out. Remember, be a passenger princess to God. Understand that you're already whole and complete. You take nothing else from this video. You are already whole and complete. Tap into that God consciousness of knowing it. I don't want you to think of this as a mental thing, like, oh, okay, this is what she said. No, know it. Know it deep down. Know that the kingdom of heaven dwells within you. The kingdom of heaven is perfection. So that means You are perfection. So that means you have to be whole and complete. That is 1 + 1 is 2. You have to be whole and complete. And do not entertain anything you don't want to experience. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free. Yahweh. Bye.